Then it is the legendary Husqvarna 254. This is a 254G. I just put it together yesterday. I bought it from a man who gave it up. It missing the balls for the muffler, and it's missing anti-vibration, couple of anti-vibration there, and there is inside there, and there is 4 anti-vibration with screw on this model, and the brake cover, the clutch cover, very difficult to achieve. He missed that, so he kind of sold it because of that. And it was in parts, and it was dirty, and I cleaned it. It has a decompression valve, choke on this side. I just made it together, and it has working heat in the handle. That's very cool. I tested it before today, and maybe a brand new chain on it is 325, 1.5, 38 centimeter. I guess that's 15 inch, 64 links. Let's see how that chainsaw works out. I have the adjustment screwdriver with me in case I need to adjust it. I continue on that big log. There it is. Husqvarna 254, Swedish legendary chainsaw, very popular among very many people. Now it is on, and I think pre-start and choke is in one operation. Not bad. First time I cut with it. Let's see how that works. Oiling good. You can also regulate the amount of oiling on this chainsaw. Somewhere down here. Yeah, there it is. Plus this way, minus this way. I think I need to take it down a little. Half turn. I see it dripping good on the chain, on the bar here. Brand new bar, by the way, too. Let's see the restart. a little about torx. But this is very big log, and satisfied with the chainsaw. It's tight, doesn't leak. Turn it upside down and turn it around and it's working. Does it restart? Okay, I guess so. Something about the adjustment. Maybe it could be more better, professional, but no doubt there is a lot of power left, but I miss a little bit in the torx. It's something about the fuel mix. I maybe didn't adjust it optimal. There is a connection between low and high to get. I tried to give it more RPM, but then it seems it lacks some fuel when I put the high in. So I put the low out and check the effect if it get more fuel on high in this carburetor combination, and it became a little better. Maybe I should take out the low a little more and put the the idle in so it doesn't die on idle, and then see if and put the high in a little more to get even higher RPM on high speed, but not lacking fuel. If it doesn't get enough fuel, it doesn't get the torx enough. Also, I need to check the throttle governor if it's if there is something there. I feel it doesn't go all the way into the bottom. Very easy to see and check that. Maybe I doesn't move the throttle all the way in bottom. There could be something there. I feel it's like it has a little dead area there before it starts to move the throttle. Could be something wrong there. Yeah, it's missing something here. It's missing a rod there. I will take a look on that when I come home. It's missing a rod here, or a splint here, which keep the throttle governor on place. I have a lot of parts, so that should be no problem. Should be like that. Okay, so it's a little out of alignment, and that's maybe why I don't get full effect out of it. I miss a little effect compared to the other one I had. Well, then I go to next chainsaw. Well, next day on the testing of the chainsaws, I'm back home, not in the wood place. Today it's the 13th of May. Yesterday I told it's 11th of May, but it was 12th of May. Mistake the datum. So what I found out, luckily I have a lot of spare parts and chainsaws. So I found out XL12, which you can see there, has the same bar mount pattern as the XL800. I think they call it 14 in the chainsaw collectors list. It's a D096 in Oregon. Anyway, there's a lot of bar patterns mounting, and I wasn't sure what kind of chain I have. And it's something about the chain, it didn't bite good enough, even though I sanded it, sharpened it. Looks like I have sharpened it, but this horses is too high. I don't have equipment and knowledge how to take them down. I grind them down just by eye measuring, but that's not recommended. Actually, I will try to do that on this one too and test it again. Don't know how wide it is. It's maybe a 058 chain. Anyway, it didn't work good enough, but I took the chain, the China chain here, which function I take this from the XL12 and XL12 bar, probably the same bar as the one that was on the XL8. No, it's not exactly the same, but it's the same length, and it has a hard nose, so you can put 404 or 38 chain on. And I thought this had 404 chain, so I was hesitating to order a new one or get a new one. But it seems like it is a 38 after all. And I'll go back on the garage and test it after to see if it's bite. And the chainsaw is working perfectly. And then it is the Husqvarna 254. And to take out some splints, I have some laying around here. Just try to take out a splint here for the pre-starter. This is a 44 or 444 Husqvarna. That's how easy it was to take out that splint, but that's not the correct one. This one is, I don't use this anyway, so I can just pick out things from this. But I found original real 254, and that is the splint that is missing. It's over there. And to continue the test of the 254, I need this to be correct, of course. It's going out this way, yes. I have extra parts to the 254, which I don't really need. I guess. If I need to find a new splint and put back here. Still not out. Ah, there is fly out. There it is. Just a metal rod with the correct diameter. And that was missing on this one. So I didn't get the full throttle. That's what I feel. That the throttle wouldn't go down all the way. Try to put it back. I use this as a guide ring. And that's my adjustment screwdriver, which I was looking for yesterday. Should need a guidance. So I hit the trigger correctly. Maybe I should put some oil on it so it glides easier. If I'm lucky, it will enter. There, I guess. That was not difficult. It entered. Get it right in place. Yeah, that was better. Now it attached the throttle very good. Then I go behind the garage and test this thing. I found myself a nice log to test on. Perfect. Let's start to test, really test super chainsaw, Husqvarna 254. I might go and get my adjustment screwdriver. Well, then I got my adjustment screwdriver. Then I'm well prepared. And the cool thing is the heat in the handle is working on this chainsaw. So I didn't start it since yesterday. Okay, there is a decompression valve too in this one. But I'm not sure if it's going straight into the bottom. Kind of is a little bit in conflict with the cylinder cover. There is different models and different covers, and I just could sand away a little bit of the cylinder cover, and then the decompression valve is free to move. I'm not sure if it's going in now. Okay, hook on, start on. Yeah. I think I can make it even wilder, even higher RPM. This is a very high RPM chainsaw. I'll try and see how that works. call that a success. Very good chainsaw. Then I go to try the chain on the Homelite XL 800. priceless, good chainsaw, and fairly good looking. This one is not a high RPM, but extremely good torx. And but there is something mysterious about the chain and the blade, the bar with this chainsaw. It's like it hesitates when you come to a certain point in the wood. You need to get the angle, and it's even walking backwards towards me. But suddenly it's like the chain starts to grab, and then it's walking through like a knife in warm butter. I miss a better chain on that one. The only thing I changed the handle here, the brake handle, so there is a little narrow space for the knuckles or my hand towards the brake, and there is that decompression valve. I need to make a little space for that, so it goes down in the bottom. Anyway, a new decompression valve is not hard to find and to buy if that is popping out a little slow. I put it in off position and test. Yes, it is working. The decompression valve is working as it is. So two very good chainsaws demonstrated and shown off in the film. Difficult to get a bigger bar. I should really have a bigger bar, and now I know it's a 3/8, so it should be possible. But many of them is very expensive because they have in United America, but the transport is in some cases extremely high. We talk about $70 for post transport from America and to Norway, and I think Donald Trump really needs to take a look on that insanity. That's bad for the American business, but I'm not familiar with the American market in general. But there is a lot of products which could be ordered from Norwegian people, especially older. There is abundance of old Homelite chainsaws that people with that interest could import a lot of bars and chain and carburetors and spare parts for Homelite chainsaws. And we talk a big long time here. This is maybe 45-year-old, maybe from maybe 50 years, 55 years, not sure. Very big chainsaw, high cc, XL 800. I wonder if it's 77 cc, I don't remember at the point here. But seems like this is 16 inch, 62 links or something. It's 3/8, it's oiling good. Only have automatic oil, doesn't have overriding oil. That's a little surprising on this, but it works extremely good as you saw now. And I really should have a 24 or something bar on this with an optimal good chain. I'm not expert on chains, but there is something there which is not satisfied enough about. I don't satisfied. This one has a complete new chain and the saw is working perfect. I put it out for sale for a good price. If I can. It's a problem for me to sell very good chainsaws because I like to have them myself. But then again, it's become a little madness to have so many chainsaws. Okie doke. Thank you. That's the final of the testing of that serial. I have other chainsaws to test too, don't worry. But that'll be another day, another time. Good luck with your chainsaws. Bye bye.